What up, crypto warriors? It's Sergeant Crypto back at it again. Today is Tuesday, December 4th, 2018. Before I even start, let me just say thank you for all the support. If you're watching this video, thank you. Please don't forget to smash those likes. Thank you to everyone that's been supporting the channel by smashing those likes, sharing the video, watching my videos, and interacting. You know, I see you guys, you know, the usuals I want to say that interact in the comment section below. Thank you again for all the support. All right, and thank you to anyone that's ever used my links to pick up a hardware wallet, either the Trezor or the Ledger Nano S. Thank you. It seems like another one just bit the dust, man. Crypto bear market strikes. Ethereum Classic development group folds. So that's the big news today. If you guys didn't know, basically last week, Steemit, they laid off 70% of their development team as well. And you know, this bear market, man, it's just been a crazy 2018. It is almost done, thank goodness. I hope that, you know, in 2019 we can see a big difference from what's been happening. All right, see an uptick and everything starts to, you know, move forward, not only as far as development and adoption, but you know, with price action as well. You know, let's be honest here, we want to freaking moon already. Yeah, man, another one bites the dust. To see Ethereum Classic dev team, they can't afford to keep working as a group or Ethereum Classic. It doesn't mean that the project is done. Here we go. After a multi-month downturn in the cryptocurrency world, which has seen $700 billion evaporate from the industry's market value, ETC Dev, an essential player in the Ethereum Classic ecosystem, has announced its closure on December 3rd, 2018, which was yesterday. For those who aren't in the loop, ETC Dev is an Ethereum-centric development group launched 2.5 years ago, whose creation was catalyzed by the DAO debacle in 2016. They have to close the door. You know, through a tweet, Igor Artamonov, the founder and chief technology officer of ETC Dev, it says, it's a typo, it says ETV Dev, wrote, "It is with great regret that I communicate the shutdown of ETC Dev current activities related to Ethereum Classic, effective immediately. As is publicly known, we have struggled with funding our operations in the last few weeks. This was partially due to market crash combined with cash crunch in the company. We appealed to investors in the ecosystem as well as external to it. We also did to the community fund." I guess that's a typo. I guess, you know, community fund, but in none of those cases were we successful in securing short-term financing, thanks to our developers and other people who have helped me and ETC Dev build our great products and vision in this last 2.5 years. Igor, founder, CTO. All right, so basically they got to close the doors, man. All right, no funding. Ethereum Classic, although it didn't even have the Coinbase effect, so to speak, when Coinbase listed them on Coinbase Pro, and you know, later on Coinbase, it didn't pop as much as people thought it would. Actually, there was a big sell-off once it got listed on Coinbase. So, you know, buy the rumor, sell the news type of thing. So they don't have the funding, man, and it's unfortunate. But it doesn't mean that the project Ethereum Classic is going away. All right, it's just that particular development team, you know, that was working on the project as community members, they are closing their doors. You know, maybe when the market starts to pop again, you know, they'll be able to come back and start working on it again. All right, and we also saw the same thing last week with Steemit that they had to lay off 70% of their employees. This is from the CEO of Steemit, Ned Scott. While we were building up our team over the last months, we had been relying on projections of basically a higher bottom for the market. Since that's no longer there, we've been forced to lay off more than 70% of our organization. So this bear market, man, has been, kicking the crap out of a lot of these projects and a lot of the development teams that's been working on these projects, man. They don't have the funds, to keep the doors open. We've even seen ICOs, selling off their Ethereum, to basically keep their projects funded and running smoothly. When you take into consideration, depending on where last year they got funding for their ICO project. So say for instance they got funding when Ethereum was only $100 and they raised, I don't know what, let's say $10 million or whatever the case is. That'll equal to basically 100,000 Ethereum. And now that Ethereum is getting back down to those price levels per Ethereum, right? A lot of those guys are selling off their ICOs, or not ICOs, I'm sorry, selling off their Ether. This way, they don't fall beneath that $10 million that they raised. So we see that with a lot of the ICOs in the same thing, just trying to keep their doors open. It's even worse for the ICOs that raise money, and they raise, again, say they raised $10 million. Ethereum per Ether was $500 to $1,000 per Ether. Those guys are already in the red. This bear market, man, has just been, 2018 has just been an ass kicker year. But on the other side, we also saw a lot of good things, a lot of infrastructure being built out, more so on the Wall Street traditional market side, where those guys are building out their exchanges and building up the infrastructure to enter the market. But the guys that's been in it since day one, man, they're the ones that's kind of losing out right now, so to speak. It's kind of sad that these guys are closing their doors, but like I said, the project Ethereum Classic isn't going away. It's just that particular development team or group, they aren't able to fund themselves anymore. But we'll see where this leads, man. I mean, this is it's really, when you talk about shaking out the weak hands, this is a big shakeup, I think. With Steemit happening last week, and now Ethereum Classic, and also a lot of those ICO projects, a lot of them were just, let's be honest, scams. So they scammed out at the top, and now the ones, like I said, that's in it for for the tech. I'm in it for the tech kind of guys are the ones that's losing out, and it's kind of it's definitely unfortunate to see that. But we must move on, and this is definitely the time to be buying the dip, so to speak, building up your portfolio for the next big bull run. A lot of these projects will not survive come, say, halfway through 2019, and the ones that's been in the news, so to speak, I like what this guy, the modern investor, he likes to say. Basically, these projects, they will be gone, within the next 6 to 18 months, basically, because they're not always in the news, and the quote unquote mainstream media aren't speaking about those projects. So yeah, like I said, man, it's unfortunate, but you have to do your own due diligence, do your own research, and pick projects that to invest in that you believe will, you know, survive over the next 6 months to 2 years, basically. All right, this has been your boy, man, you know, Sergeant Crypto. Thanks again for all the support. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to smash up those likes, hit that subscribe button and notification bell to get notified when I upload a new video. Thank you. Peace.